Jaro jom, ayo. I'm busy cooking here. I'm cutting the bawangs. That's why my eyes watery like waterfalls. What you want, huh?
Oh, I see. Later you wipe it, okay? You look so ugly, meh? I want to ask you lah. Wait lah. The radio is so noisy lah. I want to slow down the volume first, okay? Right now it's already okay. I want later you wipe it, okay? You look so ugly lah. By the way, I want to ask you lah. Don't get angry lah. I want to ask you, what is defend and another one, what is defendant?
Plaintiff and defendant lah. If I'm not mistaken, a plaintiff is the party who initiate a lawsuit and also known as an action. And defendant is accused of committing a crime in criminal prosecution or a person against who some types of civil relief is being sought in a civil case. Sorry. By the way, why you ask, huh?
I just asking lah. Wait. Another one. Types of defamation. You know what? What is type of defamation, eh?
Type of?
Defamation.
Oh, type of defamation ah. Type of defamation have 3 types. If I'm not mistaken, which is libel, means permanent form, slander, orally or in the some transient form or expression, and last is innuendo.
Libel is a permanent form, and slander is orally or in some transient form of expression I think lah, and innuendo. What does think all this question, huh?
No lah, I just want to talk with you. I've got an interesting story tau for us to story about.
What is it?
Oh, ayo, you cannot passion one, Here, you know or not, Nurul Izzah, the lady.
Nurul Izzah?
Yes.
Who is Nurul Izzah?
Allah, you know Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. Do you know Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim? Her mother is also family one. Her mother is Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail. You know?
Oh, that one, I know. What,
Here's the story. Look at this news this morning.
This is Metro TV and I am Suhaila Saha. The top story: Anwar's daughter Nurul Izzah won RM1 million in defamation suit. On April 18 last year, the High Court ordered Ismail and Khalid to pay RM600,000 and RM400,000 in damage respectively to Nurul Izzah after ruling that the statement made by Ismail and Khalid in 2 separate press conferences that in its natural and ordinary meanings defamed Nurul Izzah. Nurul Izzah sued the duo alleging that they had portrayed her as a traitor to the country and the mastermind in the Lehat Datu institution in Sabah in 2013. The Malaysian High Court has awarded RM1 million in damage to Parti Keadilan Rakyat PKR Vice President Nurul Izzah Anwar in her defamation suit against former Inspector General of Police Khalid Abu Bakar and Rural and Regional Development Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob. Nurul Izzah sued Khalid and Ismail Sabri for implying that she had committed treason for meeting Jekyll Kiram, the daughter of Jamalul Kiram III, who claimed to be the Sultan of Sulu and is said to have led the institution into Lahad Datu in Sabah in 2013. Today, High Court come up with the court decision that had been made.
Okay, so can you explain what court decision had been made after all the court session have done? Sorry, it's microphone.
Thank you. Finally, after all sessions by the court, the statements, we believe the statements made by the both of the defendants, which is, who is Tan Sri Khalid Abu Bakar, and another one is Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, in two separate press conferences, had in its natural and ordinary, meaning defamed towards the plaintiff, who is YB Puan Nurul Izzah binti Datuk Seri Anwar. In ordinary and reasonable person would have understand that the YB Puan Nurul Izzah had met the killer of the Malaysian army at the Sabah early in 2013, and this action could be taken under the Prevention of Terrorism Act 2015, POTA, and the other one is the penal code. The court ordered both defendants, Tan Sri Khalid Abu Bakar and Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, to pay compensation towards YB Puan Nurul Izzah, amount 1 million ringgit Malaysia. However, all parties in the lawsuit have agreed for Ismail Sabri Yaakob's appeal against the liability for him, and to pay reduced quantum, and from 60,000 ringgit Malaysia for Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, and another 60,000 ringgit Malaysia for Datuk Seri Ismail Yaakob, and 40,000 ringgit Malaysia for Tan Sri Khalid Abu Bakar. However, all the parties in the lawsuit have agreed for Ismail Sabri Yaakob's appeal against the liability, and to pay reduced quantum and make the amount to 45,000 ringgit Malaysia. And finally, we had agreed that both of defendants have to pay the compensation to the plaintiff, YB Puan Nurul Izzah, total 85,000 ringgit Malaysia. That's all for the court decision. We finally closed this case. Thank you.
Nurul Izzah also posted the video on her Instagram that said she also agreed with the court decision that had been made.
Assalamualaikum to all of you. Alhamdulillah, I'm feeling blessed after hear the result from court appeal. As you know, on April 18, the High Court ordered Ismail Sabri and Khalid each to pay 600,000 and 400,000 ringgit Malaysia in damages to me after ruling that their statements were made in two separate press conferences in the natural and common sense of defaming me. They portraying me as the traitor to the country and planner of the Lahad Datu invasion in Sabah in 2013. Anyone who heard that statement will feel the same way like me, but it's okay. I accept the court decision and will receive 350,000 ringgit Malaysia in defamation suit against former Rural and Regional Development Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob and former Chief of Police Tan Sri Khalid Abu Bakar. Ismail Sabri would personally will apologize to me. So I hope things like this never happen again. That's all from me. Thank you.
We will continue with COVID-19 pandemic new cases after this.
want to tell you. It's interesting, right?
It quite interesting. Enough lah. Roger, jom. I want to cook for my husband or he will die starving later.
Alah, fine lah. Later I go to your house. We talk more, okay? You wait forever, okay? Later I go your house.
Your house.
I wait,
Yeah, you.
Don't be late.
Malay promise.
Yes.
Okay? Bye.
Bye.